Are we ready? Are we
We're ready.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the hashtag TFR Motivation Monday Zoom. We are Dr. Dondi and Marcy Nettles, and we have got some pretty amazing information for you for the last 10 days of the month. Before we get into that awesome content, what else are we going to share with them?
Well, first of all, if you're on here live with us, we love that you watch us live and that you're here to get the information first.
We're grateful.
Because it's a big deal to be able to have all of the details first, right? But if you're not able to be on live, or if you want to watch this over and over again to get all the details, we always upload these to the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. Go there and subscribe after the call so that you get notifications as soon as that information is posted.
Yeah. What she said.
Yeah, what I said. Sorry, go. Talk about convention.
We have the annual convention coming up on October 22nd through the 24th. We're going to turn Sin City into Win City. We're going to come into Las Vegas, Nevada, and it is not going to know what the heck happened. We're going to bring in hurricane, tornado, earthquake, typhoon, all those things, LifeVantage, and we're going to take that city by storm, and you got to be there to witness it firsthand. Right now, pre-registration tickets are $199. No excuse for you not being there because you've got ample warning. So the only thing that waiting will do will cost you money and cost you success.
Yes.
Because,
and by the way,
let me finish my one thought, and then I'm going to turn it over to Aristotle here. So the key thing is when you attend the annual convention, you have a year head start on the people who don't, because the people that attend the annual convention, the annual global convention, fast forward their business success a year. So people, in other words, two people join on the same day, one goes to convention, one doesn't. The successful person will have to, or the person who doesn't go will have to wait an additional year to be successful because of the lack of understanding and belief they acquired at this event. So pre-register now.
And that is why the company also offers those free tickets in the gold and platinum pack distributor packages. So if you came in recently, you have a free ticket to be able to go to convention on the company, all because you decided to come in at the gold or the platinum level. So congratulations on that. Get with the person that enrolled you to find out how you can utilize it to get pre-registered like today. Okay.
That was awesome.
Yes, so awesome. Yeah, you're welcome. So on top of that, guys, our company is bringing the trainings to us. I hope that you guys have been participating in this. If you're on here live with us, put in the comment section whether or not you just love this training, right? So every Saturday for at least 5 weeks now, they've been coming to us from corporate and from different distributors around the country and in other countries to be able to share their expertise and knowledge for 90 minutes every single Saturday. And I believe we've got at least 3 more. And by the way, the elites are going to bat for you. We are begging and begging and begging for corporate to continue this success mastery training because we feel that there's so much value, so much great stuff that is coming out of that. And I think that so many of you, absolutely love it. They're great, love it.
If attendance is any measure of interest, it's off the charts.
Yeah, it's like many elite academies.
Seriously.
We have almost as many people hopping on there as we have coming to some of the elite academies. So if you need guidance, if you're looking for that training, the Success Mastery is definitely where you need to be. The details will be coming out in your email, but it's always on the Facebook pages as well, whether it's the official LifeVantage Independent page, our Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page, and I'm sure there's many other pages out there that have the information for you. So you got to be there.
And just to go real quickly back to that previous slide, don't go there, just in your mind. I was talking to a top earner in the industry working for $1 billion company for the last 25 years. They have nothing like that success mastery training. Nothing like it. As far as we've been talking to some top earners in the industry. We're the only company that is putting together that caliber of training every single week without fail, and it's unbelievable. So now let's talk about this monthly marketing playbook, because this is another thing the company is rising to the occasion and preparing us with, the shareables product of the month. And we've got 2 products this month, the prebiotic and the probio, for your microbiome health, all about blogs, and you can go there and read that. You can listen to the podcast episode that comes out, the shareables that come out, the social media lives, the content, unbelievable. The company is really pushing hard to help us engage in our product line by expanding our awareness, so that when we do that, we are able to expand our belief when we talk about these amazing products.
And by the way, guys, the Success Mastery training recordings can also be found here on the Monthly Marketing Playbook, as well as the amazing Tuesday night LVOs, or the LifeVantage overviews, that are being done by corporate every Tuesday night. So this week, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, you will have Elite Pro 8 Sharice Matthews bringing the fire. She's amazing, and she's got the energy. The fire. Gosh, she's amazing. She does such a great job presenting. So you will want to make sure that you are inviting, and utilizing these corporate overviews. And the previous ones, you can find the recordings there on the Monthly Marketing Playbook as well.
Absolutely. And we try to do everything we can to put you guys in front of a live opportunity meeting 3 times a week, every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Saturday at the times you see there, because getting in front of this information with your prospects, especially now, having multiple opportunities to do so, is exactly what needs to happen. So we're going to bat for you every single week, 3 times.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this. This is really our topic. So the 10-day action plan, in other words, what you do now for the remaining 10 days of this month, which is going to be, we last month in this crazy pandemic situation was the biggest month in company history. We're hoping to repeat that again by fueling the fire. So we're going to give you some strategies, some action steps on what to do and why to do it over the next 10 days to close out this month amazingly strong in this 10-day action plan.
I wonder if they can hear our dog snoring behind us right now. Let us know if you can hear her, because she loves these trainings, by the way, guys. She loves it when we all get together as a team. Yeah, it lulls her to sleep. So drink your Axio, okay? Because right now it is time for you to learn the most important part of this whole call.
And since we're talking about the last 10 days of the month, I want to just briefly step aside and ask you to engage or re-engage on why you joined this company in the first place. What motivated you? What stimulated you to acquire the ID number that you now have? And is it the same? Does it need to be revisited? Does it need to be ramped up? Does it need to be fuel on the fire? So look at it from this comparison of a bacon and eggs breakfast. We've got 2 contributors to this. One of them was involved. The other one was completely sold out, committed to the process. We wanted you to determine, in the same scenario with regard to your business, are you involved or are you committed? And so wishes. So if you got into this because you wish to make more money, you wish to buy a new car, then you will have eventually something that will stop you because you're just involved. Well, maybe you up-leveled that wish to a goal. You actually set a goal. We're going to differentiate 2 different types here in a second. But you set a goal. Goals will take you farther than wishes will, but they both have something in common because they're both involved. It's when you develop your why or your calling, your life purpose, I've heard people mention it. That's when you are truly committed, because if you don't, if you're just going on a wish, you're working towards your wish, or you're working towards your goals, what is going to happen, or what could happen is, you could eventually get to this IQ. And if you heard Gary Stern on this past Saturday's Success Mastery training talk about the difference between IQ and EQ, this is not the IQ we're talking about. This is not the intelligence quotient on how smart you are. This is what would it take for you to say, that's it, I quit. So it's the difference between being involved. When you are involved, something can happen to get you to quit. But when you're committed, nothing will cause you to quit. So I'll give you an analogy in marriage. So like my beautiful wife, Marcy, when we exchanged our vows, I was committed. I'm still committed. There is nothing she could ever do, ever do to change my mind about that would make me want to, I'm not even going to say the word, the D word. Never comes up in our vocabulary, never will, because we're committed. That's the difference. But if you're not, then any argument would get you to walk out the door in a marriage situation. But in this, if you're not committed, a no, somebody telling you you're stupid, somebody telling you it's a pyramid scheme, maybe somebody came in on a platinum pack, and as soon as they did, they turned it in the next month after you got paid, and now you get a clawback to take your money back, something. So my entire focus here is to help you recommit during these, or during now, like now, recommit to why you got here if you committed. And if you were just involved, I'm asking you to commit, so that there's nothing that could happen to make you say, I quit, because that is when you know you're involved. That would be a wish or a goal. But when it is your why, nothing could cause you to quit. That's where we are in this situation, and we hope to get you there as well.
Yeah, I liked it on Darren Kidd's training last night. If you didn't hear it, he said that if your why, yeah, it was so good. Yeah, thank you
Kim
again
and Chelsea for putting that together,
Fred,
and Fred, yes,
absolutely. He said that if your why is attached to a dollar amount, you'll never get it. You've already lost.
Yeah.
And so you have to make sure that you're digging deep and attaching your why to something so much bigger than just yourself and a monetary number. So just think about that as you're reconnecting with your why, or connecting to it for the first time. So guys, this is the deal, because we have all been given a really special opportunity right now with what's going on in the world, with how everything's been shut down. Many people are sitting there waiting for us to go back to what was normal, right? But unfortunately, those people that are sitting and waiting are going to be waiting a very long time, because we will never be going back to the way things were. That's not the way things work. It won't.
It's a different world now.
Yeah, it just won't work. People have realized technology is a way to provide. Technology is a way to do business. More people have taken their businesses online than were ever there before. And so the people that are thinking that they're just going to be going back to the way the world was are going to be waiting a really long time. But those of us that know that this is a special gift that we have right now, this opportunity, that we actually get to have a position to where we can be players in how the future unfolds, part of the creation of the future. That should be like really exciting to you. That should almost be goosebumpy if you think about it the right way, because you truly right now have the opportunity to be developing what your future, but not just your future, but everybody around you and your family for generations future can all be in the creation process right now with what you have your hands on and the opportunity that you're part of. So tonight we really wanted to go over and share with you a 5-step action plan for the last 10 days of this month, so that you can really take advantage of the situation that we have going on inside of our company with what they've offered us, and to be able to help as many people as possible. So ready to move?
Ready.
Ready to move. So let's go to step one, because that's where you want to start, right?
Absolutely.
So it's going back to re-engaging with your why, right? We already had a little bit of a conversation about that. So we won't delve too much in this time with your why, but you need to make sure that if you have not created it yet, if you have not really got it in stone and written it down and have it plastered around your house and in your memory and in your wallet and everywhere you go, so it's in front of your face, you need to do that.
Yeah.
And if you've already done that, get re-engaged with it. Get familiar with it again, because a lot of the times we'll put something up and we'll look at it for the first 15 times, and then it becomes white noise almost to us, because it's been there, right? So go and get re-engaged with it. Maybe redo it. Maybe recreate part of it and make it bigger, okay? Because bigger is always going to be better, especially when you're setting your goals. And you want to share with the goals, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and share on.
So if you've never heard of these terms before, an NHAG and a BHAG, it's just really the size of the goal. And sometimes we create NHAGs so that we don't feel like a failure. And there is something very, very significant about that process. In fact, it's encouraged. An NHAG is what is called the next happily achievable goal. So it's starting small, because any win in the beginning is great, because wins pick up wins. And if you set these NHAGs, these next happily achievable goals, and you hit them, then you start to get encouragement, you start to get a win. And as those wins build up, you start to gain momentum. Momentum is critically important. a BHAG, and if you look at the difference in the NHAGs above the small ladders, these are small, next happily achievable goals. The BHAG stands for a big, hairy, audacious goal. So the difference is a next happily achievable goal. An NHAG is something you can do. You just have to stick to your action plan. You do your DMO, the NHAGs will come. But the BHAG is the reach. You have to show up every day. You've got to take your lumps. You've got to not quit. You've got to work your, pardon my expression, your ass off to get the BHAG. It is not the next happily achievable goal. It's you have to move heaven and earth to get that goal. But the why is the author of your BHAG. Your why, you connecting to it, is what gives you that push to keep achieving, because those NHAGs are great, but what happens if you don't get one? If you don't have a BHAG to keep you going, that might be your IQ right there. And that's why it's very important to have these two different types of goals: your NHAGs, your next happily achievable goal, and your BHAG, that big, hairy, audacious goal that you probably won't get there, but you're going to work your butt off to do it. And the difference between, and this is involvement versus committed, if you set it too low when you hit it, it wasn't big enough. It has to be literally, you have to move heaven and earth and an act of God for you to achieve it, but it is still pushing you. It's pushing you up late at night and waking you up early in the morning. And if it's not big enough.
You know, and that reminds me of when you swing for the fence, you're going to have the strikeouts, right? So, but if you don't swing through the fence, you might get a walk. So the thing is that if you shoot high, you'll always achieve more than if you keep, you know, your expectations of yourself low. So expect to have some defeats, right? Yeah. Expect that, because it comes with swinging for the fence.
I love that. And Cynthia Greenawalt talks about the Babe Ruth proclamation. So when you make your Babe Ruth proclamation, that's your BHAG. Like when Babe Ruth walked up to the plate in the World Series and he just got the bat and he pointed to the left field wall, or he was left-handed, pointed to the right field wall, that I'm going to hit it over. This one is going out of the park. And if he got up there and struck out, even after making that declaration, it's not that he got all bummed out and walked back to the dugout. When Cynthia said it, she goes, no, you strike out and you tell, that's how it's done. Yeah. Because it's the swing for the fence, not necessarily the connecting to the ball that hits it over the fence. It's the swing for the fence, because that's the action plan. Whether or not you swing and you miss, or you swing and it goes out of the park, it's the same swing. And that is the action behind the action.
Yeah. So when we're talking about you setting your goals, this doesn't have to look like everybody else's goal. It can be whatever you choose for it to be, what you want to connect with. Just make sure that it is big enough. Okay. So maybe you're shooting for a new rank, or you're really wanting to regain a rank that you've had before. You know, that could be your goal for this month. How about new business partner enrollments or new customers checked out? Put a number to it and go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah. And then personal volume increase. You don't even have to decide if it's going to be business partners or customers. Just put a personal volume increase as your goal, and then do whatever it takes to obtain that goal for you. So just think about that for a moment and see what sits well with you, and then just step it up a notch so that you can go for that big, hairy, audacious goal, right? So that's step one, guys, of the 5-step process. Now, step two. All right, guys, we are not minimalists, and most of us aren't average, right? I don't believe most of you are. So we want to make sure that you're exceeding the requirements every single month, and making sure that you're fully commissionable, and making sure that your team is as well. So you've got to make sure that you're having month-end awareness throughout the next 10 days. Yes, we have one more subscription run to drop, right? Which is on the 25th. But before we have another call, the 25th will have ran, and you will know where you're at before the end of the month, or how much more time you have left before the end of the month and the last subscription run. So you'll know if you're getting close to a goal, or if someone else is as well. So month-end awareness, this has to do with your personal volume, your own personal order, and your personal volume being in excess of the 200 a month, right? Yes, the company will allow you to combine your personal orders with your personally enrolled customers. In the beginning, that's absolutely acceptable, and we can help you do that and help you understand that better. But to take full ownership of your business and to exceed the requirements, you need to eventually have your own personal volume of 200 or more, okay? And then you also want to make sure that your personally enrolled distributors have their required personal volume so that they get paid, because people will quit so fast if somebody lets them lose a check, right?
Yep.
I mean, yes, it's their business, but as leaders, and if you've enrolled anyone, you're a leader, it is your responsibility to make sure and to know your business and to know where your partners are at, right? Give them a covering and help them out. Make sure that they've got their personal volume in as well. And then go the extra step, guys. Our customers are amazing. Our customers are the ones that their volume's the same every single month, unless we can, share something new with them. It can go up. And so make sure that your customers that you've personally checked out, that their orders have gone through, that there hasn't been a credit card failure of some sort, and that they will be receiving the products. Because if they go a month without the products, without you letting them know, they'll think that maybe they don't need those products at all. So make sure that you're checking in on all of your personally enrolled customers as well.
Absolutely critical. Yep.
Want me to keep going?
I'll take this one.
Okay, go.
So the third step is super, super important. When you're close to the goal, whatever that BHAG or more than likely that NHAG is for you, you need to take the focus off of yourself and place it on your team, because every rank is a team effort. Whether it's Pro 1 or all the way to the top of our ranks, you cannot do this alone ultimately. And so always think from the beginning, team, focus on your team. Who is close to getting their next rank? And of those who are close, who wants it? Let me give you an example. There was a couple of months ago, we found that somebody, when it went to the end, Marcy is amazing at this, is finding people that are close to the next rank or maintaining their current paid rank. You're only 250 volume points away from maintaining your rank or that next rank. What can we do to help? This person, and I'm not going to mention names because it doesn't even matter, but this is an example of somebody who wasn't really into it to win it. They weren't in it to win it. They ended up missing the next rank by 8 volume points. 8. Like that's
not 800.
Not
80.
Like not even 10. 8 volume points. And it was, to them, it wasn't that big of a deal because they really weren't involved, but it would have made a big difference in their pay, probably at least double what they were bringing. And so that's when, find out who's close and who wants it. That's where the interaction, the dialogue exchange, because if they don't want it, then they're not willing to put forth their effort. Then you can wish them and go to the people below them, because that's something else too, is why people below someone who's not interested, if the people below them start to catch fire and start to create some activity, it may just change the opinion of the person who wasn't in it before. Maybe they don't know what it's like to personally experience that rank advancement, but start with the people that are close. Use the new enrollments list. Look in your back office, and where the new enrollments that are coming in, find out them, the people that are making those enrollments, the people that are responsible for those enrollments.
Roll back.
Reach out to them and congratulate them on their increased efforts. What can we do to help you? And the people that are brand new, because the brand new people, one thing they have all of them going for them is excitement. They are excited. They're fired up. Something motivated them to make the leap. Capitalize on that while it's here, especially in the last 10 days of the month. Getting those people to share this information, congratulating the people that are making enrollments, and then using the striking distance report. In your back office, look at the quick reports, the striking distance report. It'll tell you who is close to the next rank, who is close to achieving the next rank, and then go for them and the people below them as well. So all the people working towards it, the ones that want it, are going to be a mutual effort, and it's going to be a team approach every single time.
Yeah, and the thing is, guys, is that you cannot get to your next rank without your team.
And the quicker you realize that, the better off you're going to be.
You really can't. And the more that you focus on others and help them achieve their goals, the more they will be on board to help other people do the same. And that's where duplication comes into your business, because growing a big organization cannot be done by the single person, by the one.
Right.
It takes the many. So make sure that you are focusing on your team as you can, and look and see. And one thing I would just want to reiterate too is that just make sure that when you reach out to people and share with them what they need to do to be able to reach the next rank, or how close they are.
Quantify it.
Find out and let them know, hey, this is all we need to do. Do you want to do it? Because if you just try to put effort into someone that's not really on board with doing it, then it just becomes a frustration. So you really have to have the communication there as well. Don't expect others to have as big of a passion about this as you do, but be open and available to help them, and especially those that want it.
Yeah. And one last thing is, do not rely on the last auto ship or the last subscription run of the month to push you over. How awesome would it be to hit that next rank before that last subscription run even runs? That's really that's what's going to help you determine. So don't rely on things that are pre-programmed in. Let those be the icing on the cake, not whether the fact you get your slice of the cake. Go out and make it happen.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, so let's move on
Step
to 4. All right, so you've got to utilize the promotions that the company has been given to us. I mean, the free enrollments, are you kidding me? But guys, you also have to make sure that you're utilizing them properly, okay? We don't want to just enroll people for a free distributorship without helping them become commissionable, right? So make sure that they're also making their own personal order. Not to mention that you enrolling someone with no volume doesn't help your business at all. And it also does not help them, because they won't make any money if they don't have their own personal order.
Right.
And then go to work and sharing the information so that they can get the customers to help them make up the rest so that they can actually make commissions. But then on top of that, we've also got the amazing promo for gut health, the total gut health promo, to where you can get ProBio and Physique together for only $74.99. So a great way to be able to go back into your business and revive the old, have a conversation with people that have had experiences with our products before. Maybe they fell off because there was something going on in their life, or maybe they had a credit card malfunction and they didn't get reached out to. So go back and talk to all those people that have been part of your organization before as customers and distributors. Let them know about the free option for joining as a distributor, and that they can create an online income from home right now utilizing these amazing products. Or maybe just find out, hey, how's your gut?
Right.
Right? Let them know about the new products we have, and let them know about this promotion. And then upselling the current, reaching out to people that have been utilizing our products as customers and even as distributors, making sure that they understand about the promotion that's going on, and that they can have the opportunity to get started. If they're a customer currently, they already probably have the volume in place to be at least commissionable at the 30% level with 100 PV, right? And so all they'd have to do is upgrade to distributors, start sharing some information, get their product paid for, and start making some extra money. So start reaching out to those people that are already in your group. And first of all, if you haven't done it, tell them thank you. Right? So we've talked about this a lot. I know that Sean and Michelle Poe talked about it on Saturday in the Success Mastery. Tara Wilson, her and Rachel utilized this: revive the old, upsell the new, and upsell the current and acquire the new, right? Because it works. That's why they do it. And so if you just go back into your organization and find all those people that are no longer receiving product, find the ones that are receiving product, and keep inviting people to this information to start using these products and become distributors with the free option. Utilizing the promotions is going to totally pour tons of fuel on the fire of your business in the next 10 days.
Absolutely.
Right. But the thing is, you can't just do it once. You've got to do it and do it and do it, right, until it's done, which sometimes that takes a while. So just don't.
Go to the next slide yet.
Okay.
I want to just kind of step outside of this discussion real quickly and come right back in. If you've been paying attention to what's happening around the world right now, you have heard experts talk about the gut-brain connection, the microbiome, probiotics more than ever before. If you heard Dr. Nancy Bryan on this past Saturday's Success Mastery Training talking about the gut-brain axis, where we have these products that we're celebrating this month, that we're promoting this month for total gut health, actually influence the immune system. The immune system is super powerful. I was listening to Sanjay Gupta talk about the power of the immune system this month. Dr. Oz talking about the power of the immune system and the microbiome, the gut health relationship. Dr. Joseph Mercola, all of these people that are quote unquote expert doctors are talking about the importance of the gut-brain axis as it relates to immune function. Why? Because we have a global pandemic right now. And I'm not saying anything about our products prevent, treat, or cure. Do not hear what I'm not saying. So what I'm asking you to understand how your body works and why we have these products, because these two products we can say help with our immune system. And we're not going to say anything else regarding anything that we are worried about around the world. But why would doctors, expert doctors, be talking about these things? Because they matter and because they're important. That's why, think of the timing of this. Why are we having this promotion right now? Because it matters right now to your overall health and getting your gut-brain axis functioning properly to give your body the best chance at overall health, which is what we're all about anyway.
Yes. So that's step 4. All right, moving into step 5 here quickly is that you've got
invite.
to invite, right? Right now is the perfect time to be asking people, are you open on finding a way to develop an online income from home?
Whoa. That's huge.
Everybody's home. Everybody has the time and they all need money. Everybody's circumstances have changed. And there are so many things that you can invite people to. We've shared with you the days and the times for the team LVOs, the LifeVantage overviews, the corporate overviews on Tuesday night, success mastery training. So yes, Linda, you can invite your prospects to the training. Absolutely. They need to know that they're going to be supported. You can invite your prospects to these team calls so they can see that, on a weekly basis, there's a team call that they'll be able to plug into. So you can invite your prospects to all of these different things and just make sure that you're utilizing your third-party validation, the team, the tools, everything that's in place. Do you have anything else you want to say on this slide here?
I just wanted to say something right now, and I want to give a big shout out to Barbara Ann Michaels. You have been crushing it on 3-way calls. We did a 3-way call with one of her prospects and her prospect's business partner today. And he had tried network marketing multiple times, dating back to the 90s. And never made more than a couple $100. And not because he wasn't a smart, this guy's a doctor. And that doesn't mean doctors are smart. I mean, look at me. You don't have to be smart to be a doctor. Okay. You just have to be a good test taker. But anyway, I want you guys to get this point. And he'd never really been successful. But the biggest concern he has speaks to this slide right here. He never felt supported. He never felt like he had people or the company was behind him. Once he enrolled, and whoever enrolled him got the commission, that he was a has-been at that moment. This was huge for him, the discussion we had today. And he was really, really, he said he's never seen this before, where there's this level of support. So capitalize on the fact that you are plugged into an amazing team already. You're also plugged into a company that is putting resources out for you weekly to help you during this time. And it's always something that they're striving for. This is a company that can adapt when an adaptation is necessary. And it is something that people go, I've never seen this before. Capitalize on that reality. We've got amazing things for you to tap into right here.
Yeah. And that just brought a thought to mind. What are you sharing about this company? Are you sharing the heart that this company has? Because right now, so many people are not feeling taken care of and cared about. Are you sharing that LifeVantage recognizes that people are struggling and so they're offering free to start with the company? Or are you sharing that our company recognizes that there's people that have lost their regular jobs and so they paid us 5 days early?
Yeah, seriously.
Are you sharing those types of things when you're sharing the story about this company and this opportunity? Because if you're not, you really should, because it's very powerful, especially right now where people are not feeling cared for. So just keep that in mind as you're sharing the story. And just keep it simple, guys.
Use resources.
Yes. The company itself has created such phenomenal resources for online and offline sharing of information with the monthly marketing playbook. Teamfreedomreigns.com's got the step 1, step 2, step 3. The reason why we keep it simple is because that's the simple system for duplication. And you have to have duplication to be able to build a big business, guys. So we are so thankful that each one of you took the time to join us tonight to be part of this hashtag your TFR Motivation Monday. I almost got confused there, guys. But we're glad that you guys are here with us. We appreciate every single one of you. And we hope that these 5 steps of the revisiting your why, setting your goals, having the end of month awareness, your team's goals, and helping them accomplish theirs first, and then utilizing the promotions and inviting to all of the stuff that's available to you. That's what you need to be doing for this 10 days. And by the way, that will also set up your month of May to be huge.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Huger than huge.
Humongous. Any other words for huge, guys? All right.
Ginormous.
Have a good night. Let us know how we can help you. And remember, LifeVantage opportunity overviews for us at 5 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. And for corporate is 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Great job, guys.
Awesome.
We're
Keep
so
crushing, guys. Let us know what we can do to help. See ya.
Bye.